morning students, welcome back to the class. Today in this class we will do exercise 7.4 which is the last exercise from chapter 7, and in this exercise we will do the sums on simple interest. Okay, so before going to the exercise we will have to know some terms and we will have to learn the introduction of simple interest. So let's first know what is simple interest and what are the other terms, then we will go to the exercise. Okay, so first thing is, what is simple interest? So when you keep some money in the bank, then the money, when you get back some money from the bank, that money is always more than the money which you have kept in the bank. Similarly, when you borrow some money from someone or from the bank, suppose from the bank, and when you have to give back the money after borrowing and after few times, when you are giving back the money to the lender or to the bank, then the money which you are giving back is always more than the money which you have borrowed. Why so? Because the money always increases, which we have kept for savings or which we have borrowed, that always increases with time. Okay, so that increase is called interest. Okay, and there are two type of interest: compound interest and simple interest. In this class we will just learn about simple interest. Okay, so for finding out simple interest we need to know some terms, and I am now telling you what are the terms and what is the definition, what are the definitions of the terms. So first one we will learn, that is principal. So always we will denote this principal by capital P. Okay, we usually denote this principal by capital P. What is principal? Principal means the amount of money, the money which you have kept for savings or which you have borrowed from someone. That amount is called, the money is called principal, total money. Okay, now next is time. Time is always denoted by capital T or small t. We can also use small t or capital T. So what is time? Time is the time period for which you have kept the money or for which you have taken the money, borrowed the money. That time period is called time and is denoted by T, small or capital T. Next one is rate of interest. Which is denoted by capital R or small r. Which is denoted by capital R or small r. What is rate of interest? So when we borrow the money or when we keep the money, we always keep or borrow at a certain rate of interest. Okay, at a certain rate of interest. That rate means out of 100, out of rupees 100, what is the interest? Out of rupees 100, what is the interest? That is called the rate of the interest. Sorry, yes, the rate of the interest. Okay, out of rupees 100, what is the interest? That money is called the rate of interest. I hope you understood. Interest is always denoted by I, capital R, or simple interest. When we write here simple interest, we usually denote it as SI, simple interest. And now another term we will learn, which is amount. Last term, amount. So what is amount? Amount means the principal plus the interest. Principal plus the interest. That means when you get the money back from the bank, you get some money which is more than the money which you have kept for savings. So the money you are getting back with the interest is called the amount, total amount. And similarly, when you give back the money which you have borrowed from someone, you are always giving back some money which is more than the money you have borrowed. So the money which you are giving back to the money lender is called the amount, total amount. Okay, so total amount again is represented by capital A or denoted by capital A, and total amount equals to principal plus interest. Total amount equals to principal plus interest. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now simple interest. What is simple interest? Simple interest is always I told you that there are two types of interest, simple and compound. So simple interest is always that interest which is calculated on the principal, on the original money, which is always calculated on the original money or the principal, always calculated. So that is called the simple interest. Okay, so nothing you need to know more, just we will directly go to the formulas which we will need in doing the exercise. So these terms you know now, that principal, time, rate of interest, simple interest, amount and amount, these terms. Okay, now we will know by which formulas we can find out these all things. See, first I am telling you to find out the interest, simple interest. Simple interest equals to formula, principal means P into time T into rate of interest R by 100. So what is the formula to find out the simple interest? Simple interest equals to P into T into R by 100. Okay. Next, the formula is to find out the time. Time is denoted by T. So T equals to, okay, here we can write it as capital I or interest. Okay. So time equals to 100 into I by P into R. Okay, that means 100 into interest, simple interest, by principal into rate of interest. That is the formula to find out the time. Next formula is to find out the rate. R. R equals to again 100 into I divided by P into T. That means 100 into interest by principal into time. Next one, principal. Principal P equals to 100 into I by T into R. Okay, that means 100 into interest by time into rate of interest. So these are the formulas: simple interest, time, rate, principal. These are the formulas which we will need in doing the exercise. Last one is amount, which I have already told you. Amount equals to, amount A equals to principal plus interest, P plus I. Principal plus interest. Okay. Now we will directly go to the exercise. In this class we will not do all the sums from this exercise. So let's begin with exercise 7.4. Question number 1 is Roman 1. I am doing first. Roman 1 is, question number 1 is find the simple interest, and Roman 1 is on rupees 350 for 2 years at 11% per annum. So on rupees 350 means principal is rupees 350 for 2 years. For 2 years means time equals to 2 years. Okay. Rate of interest R equals to 11%. Okay. So P equals to rupees 350, time 2 years, and rate of interest R equals to 11%. So now we will find out the simple interest I. So what is the formula to find out I? I equals to P into T into R by 100. So P means 350, T means 2, R means 11, divided by 100. 0, 0 cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10, 5 sevens are 35. So 7 into 11, 77. Rupees 77 is the simple interest on rupees 350 for 2 years at R% rate. Okay, per annum. Now In question number 1 there are two sums remaining. I am not doing these two sums. That will be your homework. Same process you will apply here. Okay. Next I am doing question number 2. Question number 2 is find the time when simple interest on rupees 2500 at 4% per annum is rupees 200. That is given. So simple interest is given SI, or I can write here I only, that is rupees 200. The simple interest on the rupees, see very carefully, the simple interest on rupees 2500. So on means the principal. So principal is rupees 2500. Simple interest is rupees 200 and R is 4%. Rate of interest is 4%. So what is the formula to find out the time? Time equals to I into 100 by P into R. Okay. So I is 200 into 100 by P is 2500 into R is 4%. 4. So now we will do the cancellation. 0 0 cancelled, 0 0 cancelled. 5 40s are 4 200, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5, 5 8s are 40, 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 2 is the answer, means 2 years. We are finding out the time. So here it will be 2 years. Okay. Now next I am doing question number 3. In question number 2 one sum is remaining. That will be your homework. Next question number 3 is Roman 2 I am doing. Question number 3 is find the rate of interest when Roman 2 is simple interest on rupees 1625 is in 2 whole 1 by 2 years is rupees 325. In the previous sums there were some improper fractions. So I am doing this question because in this question also there is a improper fraction, so you can understand how to do the sums when improper fractions are given. So question number 3 is Roman 2 I am doing. Okay. That is simple interest on rupees 1625. So principal is rupees 1625. I interest is rupees 325. 325. Okay. Time T is 2 whole 1 by 2 years. That means 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5 by 2 years. We have converted it to improper fraction. Mixed fractions were given. We have converted it to improper fraction. Now we are going to find out R. So what is the formula of R? R equals to I into 100 by T into P or P into T. So here I is 325 into 100 by P is 1625 into into time is 2 whole 5 by 2. So if we multiply 5 by 2 here, so 5 will be here and 2 will be here. Okay. So now we will do the cancellation. So 5 1s are 5, 5 6 are 30, 65s are 325. Now 5 13s are 65 and here 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. Okay. 13 1s are 13, 13 2s are 26, 26 and 13 5s are 65. 6 will be remainder, so 13 5s are 25. 25 1s are 25, 25 4s are 100. So that means 4 into 2, 8. So rate of interest is 8%. So what is the rate of interest? 8%. Okay. Next question number 4 is there. Question number 4 is find the principal when simple, I'm doing question number 4's Roman 1. When simple interest at 16% per annum for 2 whole 1/2 years is rupees 3840. So here at 16% per annum we need to find out the principal. So question number 4's Roman 1 I am doing. So here rate of interest is given 16%. Time t is given 2 whole 1/2 years. That means 5/2 years. Okay. And the interest is given 3840 rupees 3840. So now we will find out the principal. Principal is 100 into I by T into R. So 100 into interest is 3840 divided by time. Time means 5/2. So 5 is here, 2 will be multiplied here, and R is 16. Okay. Now do the cancellation. 4 4s are 16. And here 4 9s are 36. 4 6 are 24. 0. Again 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 4s are 16. 0. 5 1s are 5. 5 4s are 20. 5 8s are 40. So 100 into 48 into 2. 48 into 2 is 96. 96 into 100 is 9600. So rupees 9600 is the principal. Okay, I hope you understood. Now we have done up to question number 4 in this class. In the next class we will be doing from question number 5 to question number 12. Okay, the remaining sums we will do in the next video. So till the next video, just revise the previous sums very well. Some sums are remaining from question number 4 up to question number 4. Some sums are remaining. Revise those sums, and if you find any confusion in understanding simple interest, then you can call me anytime. Okay. So till the next video, take care and bye.